Cheers, folks. Hey, what's up everyone? James from Junkyard Fox. Thank you so much for joining me. And I figured today we take a little bit of a breather and film a camping overnighter. So I'm out here in my little secret desert spot in West Texas. You know the deal. We're going to be eating some good food, relaxing, having a couple of cold ones, having fun and testing some gear, all that stuff. And though we are in the desert, you know, it is December. We are already hitting cold temperatures. It will be getting to freezing point tonight. And it is pretty breezy. There is a wind chill, so hopefully the winds aren't too much of a problem with audio and all that, but we're gonna make the best of it regardless. So thank you for joining me. Let's get to it. Okay, so here is home sweet home for the night. You've seen this tent several times this year. This is the Camp Pros 3-person tent. I am planning to review it next week, so I wanted to have at least one more overnighter under my belt just to solidify my thoughts on it. So, traveling very light today. Of course, in there I have my sleeping pads, my sleeping bag, and several wool blankets to stay warm. My pistol, of course, and a couple of changes of clothes. Stuff to stay warm, you know, like my beanie when I'm sleeping and all that. Over here I have the campfire. I gotta get it going pretty soon before the sun sets. And today, once again, going with very light. I didn't bring my larger grill. I brought this small squirrel cooker. Now this was a gift to Cuervo from our buddy Shadow, and we haven't used it much. I figured today we put it to good use, and I'm gonna be cooking up some jalapeno poppers, some bacon wrapped jalapeno poppers on there. Sounds delicious. I'm already getting hungry. And of course my chair for relaxing, and the nutsack satchel that I'm testing. I hate that name. God damn it. It bugs me so much. It almost makes me not want to work with them. I don't know. But it is a nice bag, I do got to say. Not my favorite when it comes to haversacks outdoors. I will, elaborate on it more once I make the official review. But it is a good bag. It's a lot of, heavy duty canvas, leather bottom, made in the United States. So handcrafted here in America. Good stuff. Just the name really bugs me. And then over here I have the logs of wood because I'm always running behind. Now these are some thicker logs, so I do have to make my way over here and pick up some brush, some kindling and stuff to get the fire started. And then of course I have my mini fridge that's holding the bacon and all that in my truck because I don't want it exposed to the sun. But yeah, camp is set up. So let's get this fire going and start getting dinner ready. While I'm gathering kindling, I did notice this Christmas cactus over here, and they are already fruiting. Not much on this one, but you can see them right there. So in case you've never seen that video, I do have a video on this wild edible. It is one of the only edible plants available during the winter months. The winter months, it is just very barren out here in the desert. But that'll save you. It's not a lot, and you gotta gather a good amount, but better than nothing, right? So yeah, called Christmas cactus. Look how bright they are, how very vibrant. And yeah, I'll have the link to that video if you want to check it out up in the corner. So yeah, good little tasty treat out here during the cold months. Okay, that should be enough kindling, and that I have a good amount of material to make my tinder bundle. So let's get to it. Okay, so it's a little bit of a sloppy tinder bundle, not gonna lie, but I'm in a hurry because the sun's gonna set and it's starting to get really windy. So for this adventure, I am using the Worked Up Gear Mount Laguna knife, and that's what's gonna be striking my ferro rod. Another thing I found while I was gathering wood is I did find these chunks of mesquite. And as you all know, mesquite is great for cooking. It'll get the embers nice and hot. So I'm gonna throw these into the fire because I wanna just get the really hot bed of embers to cook before the sun sets, where I do have to stoke the fire for warmth. So I'm gonna place these on there. Yeah, so get a nice hot bed of coals and then kind of rake them all under this grill. And now let's go ahead and start preparing our food. Okay, so here are our jalapenos. I have more here, but I'm gonna be using the top of my little Shiner Bock ice cooler. I'm gonna be using this as the cutting board. Before we do that, let's crack open our Colorado Kool-Aid. Cheers, folks. All right, let's slice this guy. That's fine. The shape of this blade, this little belly right here, really helps out hollowing out the jalapeno from all the innards. I'm trying to be careful not to, damage or scratch up the top of my little Shiner Bock beer chest too much. It was a gift from Cuervo's mom, actually gave it to me. And now some spices at the top. I like to sprinkle a little bit of blackening. I mean, I put blackening on damn near everything, so you guys should have known that already. All right, folks, so moment of truth. First time I'm officially using this. I used it once before, but it was something of a fail. So we're about to find out how this works. Now, I know that once the grease of the bacon starts falling, it's gonna kind of spurt the flames a little bit, so I need to be careful. All right, so we're going 4 at a time then. That's all the room there is. But let's see what happens. Okay, so I've had these guys cooking for about 15 minutes. I did turn them over. Now, they look like they are cooking, but they're cooking at a very slow pace. Plus, I still have these 3 over here, and then 3 other ones I made. So I have 10 in total. I'll give this another 10 minutes, and if that's not moving fast enough, I'll probably just get a small grill I have in my truck and place it over the coals, and they'll cook a little faster. Once again, it's one of the first times I use a scroll cooker, so let me know if you have experience with this, what I'm doing wrong. I'm not sure how you adjust this once it's already hot because, you know, it is metal. I don't want to burn my hands, but let me know what I'm doing wrong. I'm hoping to, you know, have this a successful dinner, but yeah, I may just have to go with plan B. That's hot. Now, the heat from these embers is actually pretty damn strong. It's burning my knees. So the heat is pretty strong down there. I just think that this may be too much of a distance, so it's not getting the majority of the heat up here. Okay, so let's just use this small grill over here. See how these cook. Yeah, that's what I wanted to avoid. The grease of the bacon to just spurt the fires on. Okay, so I removed the squirrel cooker and I rolled it in from the bottom so it's closer to the coals. So let's go ahead and give this a try once more. That's hot. So about 15 minutes later, they're ready to eat. Now, I'm not gonna lie, behind the scenes, I was struggling with this. I did not have time to get the camera and angle it and film, but the grease from the bacon starts getting things very hot. So they started burning up before I could, you know, move them quickly. So I did take these out. Those are ready too, but as you can tell, the bacon unraveled and it's way too hot to wrap it back up again because it burns your fingers. So I just want to leave those over there staying warm. I'll eat those last. I mean, they're still good. They're just not as pretty looking as these. But check this out. Man, I am hungry, so I can't wait to enjoy these with the cold beer. So yeah, time to eat and then remove this stuff so we can start getting the fire going because it's already starting to get pretty chilly. All right, well, it is dinner time. Time to relax, sit in my little American flag camping chair, finish the last of my beer. And time to eat. I let these guys cool for about 5 minutes because I don't want to burn my mouth. But let's try one out. Hits the spot. All right. Cheers, everyone. I hope you guys are having a great holiday season and you're making time to still get outdoors and have some good times. So the temps will be dropping to about the mid-30s tonight. Now, to some people that's nothing, but for us desert dwellers, that's pretty damn cold. Now, I'm nice and toasty. Of course, I have my wool coat. I got my wool gloves, my wool cowboy hat, all that good stuff. I'm relaxed. But I wanted to talk about this fire because you saw earlier that I do have pine that I bought from the store. I did bring some pine that some logs that I purchased from the gas station. These are them right there. And then down here, these two right here are the mesquite that I found. And there is such a difference in terms of heat quality. So pine it's a very light wood. It's a very soft wood. It burns quickly. But the mesquite over here just burns so slow. It's such a dense wood and so twisted that it takes forever to completely burn away and disintegrate, and it releases so much heat. So I really got to get in the habit of collecting far more mesquite wood, which is not only great, once again, because of the heat for cooking, but at the same time for staying warm as well. So this wood is just going by quickly, but that down there has been since the start, since before I even started cooking the jalapeno poppers. So if you have access to mesquite wood, it's an awesome wood for a campfire. Okay, so I finished my beer. I'm gonna finish my food here and then go to bed. And these are just frozen. I mean, they are cold. I think I'm gonna place them by the rocks for like 5 minutes just to warm them up. And yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Now, yeah, these unraveled while they were cooking. Let me see what I can do here. I don't need them to be nice and tidy. I just need them to be functional. Yeah, good couple minutes on there. That'll work. Warmed them up enough. They're still a little cold, but I honestly don't care. I just want to eat the last of these and hit the sack pretty soon. So I went to go grab my water canteen. I want to fill it up before going to bed. And the bottom of it already started freezing. So we're already hitting that freezing temperature. Once again, you know, for being a desert dweller, it's getting pretty cold. I can see my breath. I don't know if it shows on camera. But yeah, so pretty chilly. Now I'm right in front of the fire, so I'm nice and cozy. I'm filling up my water and kind of I'm going to get it close enough to the fire so it can kind of just stay lukewarm before I take it inside the tent. But I'm getting ready for bed already. So very pleasant evening. I'm just it's just a shame to leave this nice burning hot fire by itself. So I'm making the most of it. And in about 20 minutes, I'll head inside the tent. So it is cold. It's a cold night. I have long johns under my jeans. I did forget my wool socks to switch out into like a damn fool. But I do have some hot hands in my haversack. I'm going to place those in my socks beneath my feet. And that's about it. The only thing that I don't have is normally I carry 2 wool blankets. I left one at home because my damn fool cat, Andrew Jackson, refuses to come home and it's really cold outside now. So I made a little shelter for him and I wrapped his little shelter with one of my wool blankets so it would help him from, the cold winds and all that. So he has it. So yeah, I'm short 1 blanket, but I once again, I think I'll be all right. But yeah, I am ready to hunker down and just call it a night. I do have this one Tigress little beanie they sent to me for Christmas a couple years ago. This is strictly only for sleeping, to keep my ears warm, keep my head warm while the night gets pretty chilly. And then I'm going to remove my boots, and got these hot hands for my feet. Well, thank you for joining me. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Morning, everyone. So I slept great. In fact, I believe I overslept. It's already 9 in the morning. Now, I know it did get very cold out here. I could see little patches of frost still on surfaces of things, and a little bit of moisture. But I was nice and warm under all my blankets. You know, I was just nice and cozy. I did not even have to wake up and have to go pee in the middle of the night. So because of that, I was nice and warm. I could feel myself having to go pee in the morning when the sun had risen, but I was able to hold it until now. So once again, I never lost my warmth. So I was nice and comfortable in my tent. But yeah, it did get pretty chilly. You could see some frost here and there. I'll show it before it melts. So majority has already melted off, but you could see a little bit like right here. And then there's definitely some condensation on the tent, on the outer walls of the tent. Let me see if you can, I'm not sure if you can see that. But yeah, I am so glad that I put the top flap on. I was actually tempted when I first got here to leave it off so I could see the stars at night, but I'm glad I didn't, because this helped retain a lot of my heat. And who knows, just in case it wanted to, rain or snow or something in the middle of the night, I would have been miserable. So glad I did that. So now that I am up, it's time to start packing on everything and start heading on out of here. So that's about it for me, folks. I already broke down camp. Now the camera battery dropped to 3%, so I couldn't film me breaking camp. With that being said, I gotta make this quick. That's about it for me for this little adventure. It was just a nice break from all the reviews and stuff that we gotta do during December. Not that I hate doing those, but I very much prefer to do this. Have adventures and share them with you guys. So I'm gonna be heading on back into town. Now before I leave, I do want to mention once again a reminder that we do have a massive Junkyard Fox giveaway going on right now. So I'll have the link to the video up in the corner so you can check out all the details. So regular Junkyard Fox viewers are in to win a CRKT Woods Chogan axe, as well as a Junkyard Fox mug and a shirt. So be sure to enter on that video. Also, if you're a patron or you're inclined to become a patron, we are giving away 4 different prizes, including a Leatherman squirt, a custom boot knife with a sheath and a ferro rod, and even the snake eater knife. My own personal knife design, an extremely rare knife. I think in total there's only like 40 in existence out in the world. And it's a $300 knife made in America, extremely rare. So here's a chance to win one for Christmas. So that's about it for me, folks. I am out of here. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Comment down below if you have any questions, comments, suggestions. And I'll see you guys next week with another video. Now go outside and get your boots dirty.